I do not want a musical, and they're gonna be doing covers. Like, yo, unless like the only way that I will accept this is if they're gonna do covers and it's gonna be a musical and it's gonna be funny. I guess it better be on the level of like in Scary Movie 2, where all those white people were singing "Shake Your Ass" on the piano.
Oh my
Like,
God.
if it's not on that level, I don't want it.
Gaga, I think that she can do wrong, but I don't think that she can do singing wrong.
Her in American Horror Story, she was fire. I liked her.
American Horror Story, she was solid.
She was also half butt naked in there.
I love the first Joker. It's dark. It's like this really messed up origin story, and then we go from this really great dark movie that's kind of dark humorous too, but just switch from that to, hey, let's make him sing.
Joker 2 musical. How do we feel?
No.
I love a good camp. I'm sorry. I'm the camp queen. I love a good musical. Gaga, I think that she can do wrong, but I don't think that she can do singing wrong. She's got some amazing vocal chops. If you saw her in A Star Is Born, she's a very talented actress, comparable to some other artists who try to go into acting. So I'm excited to see that. I think that the world is ready for something that grandiose. The world is ready for something ridiculous. And I think Joaquin Phoenix Joker is perfect. Is a perfect pick for something like this. He in himself is camp. I just love it. I love this idea. It's what I needed. Personally, if I was gonna ask for something, this was something I would have asked for.
I like Lady Gaga as an actress. I think she's good. I've never saw whatever that movie is called, and I'll probably never see that movie. However, her in American Horror Story, she was fire. I liked her.
American Horror Story, she was solid.
She was also half butt naked in there. With that being said, I do not want a musical, and they're gonna be doing covers. Like, yo, unless like the only way that I will accept this is if they're gonna do covers and it's gonna be a musical and it's gonna be funny. I guess it better be on the level of like in Scary Movie 2, where all those white people were singing "Shake Your Ass" on the piano.
Oh
Like,
God.
if it's not on that level, I don't want it. I don't want the Joker musical.
Yeah, see, it's not for you. It's okay. They finally made something for me. I appreciate it. Somebody's got an office out there and they were like, Black and Culture, what do you want to see? I want to see I want them to take it so seriously.
I don't
it's not for me either then.
It's not for fruition. What exec gave the check and said, hey, exactly. I want to come up with a Joker.
A brilliant man. Musical. A brilliant woman. Someone with class.
$1 million. Give it to us.
And what's crazy is like in the first Joker, I love the first Joker. It's dark. It's like this really messed up origin story. And then we go from this really great dark movie that's kind of dark humorous too, but just switch from that to, hey, let's make him sing. I'm like, huh?
Yep. Make him sing, put him on a stage. I'm sorry, y'all can't get me to dislike this idea. I personally think that there needs to be a shakeup in the boys' room. Somebody it's starting to get a little musty in there. We need to put some aerosol. We gotta stop spraying that Axe and really gotta go in there with some Febreze. This is the Febreze I've been looking for. Truly something great. Now I don't care if anybody flames me. It's an opinion, I just want to say that for the folks in the back, this is an opinion piece. I personally am excited to see a musical. I will say I understand the juxtaposition of having a serious movie and then someone's like, we're going to take those characters and put it into a musical. Probably wouldn't feel that way if it was another IP. But I think just because there's so much Batman, there are so many other things out there that you can return to, like your Dark Knight series. If you don't like this, there is something for you to go back to. It's not like it's messing up the entire series. If you don't like that, you can go back to the comics. There is always something in the Batman, the Batman consciousness for you to return back to. It's not taking away any space or ruining a story. It's giving you something completely different and for a different audience.
But I feel like it's a waste of dollars. Like, I'll be that guy. Children starving.
Children starving in this capitalist hellscape. You bring up, I won't have it.
could go to, I don't know, any cause. But now where it's like, yo, we have this budget, we're gonna make a musical Joker too, and it's like, damn, it's like, yo, this money could have went to a good cause, but
Mitch, I
now,
thought better of
Yeah.
you. I thought better of
Well,
you. Truly, I thought better of you. The fact
well,
that
I will
how
extend
dare
an
you?
olive branch. I can
How
understand
how
what you're talking about.
listen, all I'm gonna say is one. How dare you say that there are people starving? People been starving before they put that movie out. People gonna starve after they put that movie out. And if it had not been a musical and they put some other action fighting kick butt movie, people would have starved before that movie and after that movie. People gonna starve. Unfortunately, that's how capitalism works. But
Yeah,
if I'm just
clean.
saying, but
hundred
if
percent.
they're going to use their capitalist dollars to entertain, I say disrupt the zeitgeist. Put a little motion in the ocean. Give me something I never expected. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Put the musical out. Do the thing. I'm
Hey,
excited.
I will say I understand where you come from 100%. We need something else in there. It's just that this specifically, like you said, you need Joker on stage. Well, last time he was on stage, he shot a man in the last movie. So like, I'm like, the tone switch up is really weird for me. That's the only thing.
And I agree. I won't say, like I said, I totally understand the, like, for anybody who's like really loves Joaquin Phoenix's movie, and then you're like, oh, the next movie is going to be a musical. I can understand, like, I would be frustrated if a movie that I really enjoyed had a serious tone, and then it flipped, and now I'm watching a musical. That would be kind of off putting for me as well.
Color Purple.
However, what happened?
That's how the Color Purple felt for me, to be honest.
I could see, yeah, and like I didn't like I personally don't think the Color Purple needed a reboot anyway, but a reboot into a musical seems like a really odd shift of movieing. So I get it. I do understand like that, but what I will say is that unlike the Color Purple doesn't have actually much like the Color Purple, you can return to the OG movie if you don't like the new one. You can also return to the books. You can return to any other version of the Color Purple to get that fix if you really want to see the Color Purple in its quote unquote true form. Batman has literally millions of other types of content that you can consume. You can go back and watch old movies. You can go back and read the comics. You can watch miniseries. There's tons of Batman content. It's not going to hurt, or Joker content at that point. If you want to see Joker, you can go back and watch listen to anything. You're going to get what you want. This just might not be for you. And, of course, the dollars will show. If people really don't like it, it's going to reflect in the TV. But I think if I were to be so bold here, if you could, bring down some of those high guards, put some of your reservations into a box and allow yourself to be open to something new. Perhaps Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga can give your performance unlike anything you've seen. And maybe you might even like it just a little bit. If not, if you hate it out of spite, I get it, but maybe you might like it. And that's something unique. I think that personally, I would have said anything else. Like, they could have done anything else, but if I'm ready for the musical.